Hopefully, once we have a crisp picture.
Yeah, just waiting for it to show up.
Oh, it'll happen in the next 25, 30 minutes. If you can see us and hear us, let us know.
Still waiting here.
Okay, I think last time we ended, we were at 9, 12, and 0, I think, when we ended last. So.
And I got a picture. I'm just waiting for the ad to go away so I can see the sound.
I see the
Oh,
stream.
yeah, we get sound. Yeah, they can hear us.
I'm still waiting for a picture to show up for me, but hey, whatever. I don't need it that much.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. Well, let's get started. Oh, wait, hold on a second. There we go. Forgot about the music. All right, here we go then. Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 3 stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with the 2018-2019 Detroit Red Wings. Since the last time we logged on, I advanced this about 6 weeks. We ended at the end of November. It is now, as you can see here, January 17th, and something kind of crazy happened. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, we had kind of a rough, I'd say so. We had a rough start. We were adjusting to a new tactic, and I think came out of the gate a little bit slow, but around about when? The end of...
End of November.
Yeah, right near the end of November.
And then the Wings...
But since then...
kicked her into full gear. And as you can see...
I think it's...
Yeah. As I'm scrolling down here...
19, 20 games without... with at least 1 point. We haven't had a regulation time loss since November.
We haven't
it's now mid-January.
Since November 24th versus the Florida Panthers. Regulation time loss. Every other one has been a shootout loss, an overtime loss, or a win for us, which has been, I think, impressive to say the least.
Yeah, I think. Well, finally, all those 2-3 years we had of missing the playoffs and almost getting fired while we rebuilt has paid off. We got made some big free agent signings this year. The rookies finally, or the prospects, are starting to come through, and we brought back Pavel Datsyuk.
Yeah, and our our trade acquisitions are paying off. Currently,
yeah, that's the other thing.
Dougie Hamilton is hurt, just for a few games. He's got a mild groin strain, so he's off. Matthias Ekholm has drawn back into the lineup. He unfortunately has dropped to a 2-star ability and 2-star potential. So because of his $2 million cap hit and the fact that we're going to be in some salary cap trouble next year, as we're at negative $5 million, he's on the trade block. And so
and even he is probably not going to get us completely out of those salary cap problems. So we're going to have some off-season moves to do.
Yeah.
Hey to everybody in the chat. We got a few people checking in.
Yeah. Thanks for. Other than that,
so I guess we just start rolling from here, and I think we finally may be able to pick up somebody at the trade deadline with the idea of making it into the playoffs instead of dumping guys for draft picks.
Absolutely. You can see here, we went from basically near the bottom of the Atlantic Division. We are now in third at 22, 12, and 7, just behind Toronto, who we had our bye week already, so we are 4 games behind them. They're at 26, 17, and 2 for 54 points, so only 3 points behind them, and only 6 points behind the Bruins, who are playing extremely well at 27, 15, and 3. So we are by no means out of this race, even though we're sitting in 6th in our conference.
Yeah. So we got Nashville today. Try not to lose.
Yeah. One of the most important things, and as you might have saw when we started, Matt Murray is on fire. He's a for Fires. So when you got a hot goalie, that's always a good thing. So we're just going to quickly sim through this game. And we win 3-0. Matt Murray, again, is our number one star.
Yep.
26 saves.
She didn't even jinx him by saying he was on fire.
Wow.
And that'll probably get him up to 5 now.
34 shots to 26. So our fire wagon hockey is really hitting its stride. We're hitting guys. Everything's going really well. We're winning face-offs. It's really hard to criticize the team when they're playing this well. If we just take a quick look, too, at our strategies, we can see now. Fire wagon hockey, we are all the way up to a full 5 notches. And the 1-3-1-4 check, we are also up to 5 notches. And yes, Matt Murray is on 5 fires now, so very good. We have a question in the chat, Jeff.
Anyone have any FHM tips for a fan of sports management games who doesn't know much about hockey? Easiest thing to do, I think, really, is just jump right in. That's, I think, how a lot of us play sports management games, or at least a lot of us in North America, got into these games in the first place, picking up Football Manager and not knowing much about soccer, and just jumping in. It's probably easier if you take an NHL team off the start. So there can be a few complications, I think, with some of the lower level teams hanging on to players and all the unusual rules that you might get at lower levels. The NHL stuff is probably a little bit easier to understand because there's a lot more information on it available.
Yeah. One of the things too,
and P-Wog trying to get rid of Zetterberg again. He's got 2 years left after this one.
The one thing I will say is you're doing a good job already by being here and watching our streams. If you have questions, this is a great place to ask. You can find all of our previous streams archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments, which we go over a lot of different things as well. We just quickly simmed through Washington, and Washington delivers us our first regulation loss. Despite the fact that we
should have played it out.
Braden Holtby holds us to and gets the shutout. So you know,
1-0. Well, I mean,
1-0 loss. You can't be really too mad about that.
Yeah. Every time I watch a stream, I get annoyed that Mad Red Wing. Yeah, we had to do something about our goalies because Mrazek just wasn't cutting it. So Pittsburgh needed to move somebody, and instead of Fleury, it was Murray this time.
Yeah, I think, just let me take a quick look. I can't remember if it's this game or not. The Jets actually have Steve Mason now, which is kind of funny, and Connor Hellebuck. I don't remember where Mrazek is, so let's just take a quick look.
He went to Pittsburgh as part of that deal, I think.
I know. I think he got moved.
Yeah, we tried. Or did we? Yeah, he actually. Wait, let me look at it. I can check his history, but he definitely is in Pittsburgh now.
He is still in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he was. That was part of that deal, and he's actually having a great year.
Yeah, I was thinking he moved again, but hey, that's good. Looks like Hamilton is back soon. We have back-to-back games, so we're gonna leave him out till he's perfectly healthy. Or do you think we should bring him back?
Yeah, no point in risking the injury. That does increase his injury risk while he's playing with the minor injuries. So better to leave him out and make sure he's completely healthy. There's no reason to rush him back.
So quick sim versus Tampa Bay, and we lose 3-0. Uh-oh. All right.
Okay, no goals in 2 games is not great.
Yes, interesting. We still got 30 shots on net, and we only had 2 penalty minutes, so that's surprising. Datsuk got hurt for 4 days, so with a sore thumb, so we'll have to make an adjustment for tomorrow. And I think maybe at this point we'll bring Brady Hamilton back in.
Yeah, and just swap Adam Lowry in, I guess, for Datsuk.
We also have Richie available, too.
Oh, Brett Ritchie's there, too. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Adam Lowry picked up off on waivers, who had signed with Minnesota, of all places.
Wait, if he's... Oh, you had 5 center stress. That's why. Okay. I see what's going on.
I don't know if it's so much as I have 5 centers as some guys that just haven't quite converted back yet. So if we're going to make some changes anyways, Ekholm's going to come out of the lineup. We're going to bring Dougie Hamilton back in, even though he's still a little bit injured. Datsuk will not be undressed. And we're going to put Brent Ritchie in, because he is slightly more highly rated than Adam Lowry.
Yeah. Just responding to the chat, clandestine games. Yeah, that's actually historical play is a good way to get into the game too. You can historical leagues generally run a lot faster than the modern ones do, and like you said, if you've been away from the game for a few years, you can just drop back into whatever season you remember. If it's the '90s Blues, there you go.
Yeah. Take a quick look here. Okay, that looks. Oh, how did Patrick Hornquist get on the second line? No, not liking that. Zetterberg centering the second line. No, Nico Heeshire will. Zetterberg, I guess, can center the third line. All right.
Zetterberg's had a pretty good bounce back here. I mean, he's on track for almost 50 points. So he only had 39 last year.
I was going to start the other guy, and I forgot, but that's okay because we bounced back with a 4-1 win, which you got to love. Mantha scores to break our almost 10 minutes into the game, so we went, quick math says, almost 70 minutes without scoring a goal. That's a long time. Mantha, Hamilton, Nico Heeshire gets a goal. Justin Schultz gets a goal. Excellent.
Yeah, Lako's sitting in chat, started back in 1931. If you like that, can't say anything official yet, but you'll really like what's coming in FHM4.
Jeff, I am getting constantly asked on all of our social media, when are we going to officially announce FHM4? And the answer
you cut out there. I'm assuming you're asking FHM4. We are very, very close to announcement. We've been testing for about 3 weeks now, and things are coming along nicely. There's a couple of things we just want to be think are probably going to be added into the be it for major features going in, and then once we know it's working okay, I'm hoping within the next week or two we can say something officially.
Yes. Okay, so for our next game versus Columbus, I threw in our backup goalie. He comes through, only allowing 1 goal. We win 2-1, which you gotta love. We're up to 57 points now.
Yep, creeping up there. We got a couple of weeks left, only till the trading deadline, I think. Although we're coming up on the All-Star game too.
Yeah. Which would be good to make sure everybody's back healthy.
Unless somebody gets hurt in the All-Star game.
Don't say that. Hamilton's back, finally fully healthy. Datsuk is almost 100%. The team's playing so well, I don't want to bring Datsuk back in right now, so we're just going to leave him out for the moment. And we'll play this game versus Edmonton. And we lose 4-3 in regulation time. Ooh.
Steve, you had Datsuk in.
Don't say that.
Totally your fault.
All right, well, he'll be back in for the next game. Rosters are announced. And apparently Peter Laviolette might get fired as well. Okay, rosters announced for the NHL All-Star game. So Tyler Seguin is the captain for Team Blue on this. And we can see he picks no Detroit Red Wings. Right.
Ouch.
And Duncan Keith captains the other team, and
He has to take at least Burns.
Vladimir Tarasenko gets taken.
Is he the only one? Man.
That's the only one I see. Oh, geez, there's a lot of Winnipeg Jets. Patrick Laine, Nick Ehlers, Mark Scheifele. Steve Mason makes the All-Star team with the Jets. Alright, so not a very... one guy going into the All-Star game. That's okay. That means we have time to get healthy. And we'll redo our lineup since we got a minute. Get Datsuk back in there. Again, with running the Fire Wagon hockey, one of the things I did was I like changing the ice times, and I really balance them out and just let the special teams times kind of let the guys do what they're going to do. And we go from there. Alright, so we will continue here. We should also maybe take a look at some of how of our CHL prospects are doing as well.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Got a few guys down there signed and unsigned.
So, what's the best way to do that?
Probably looking at the protected list.
Alright, so if we go to our protected list, which is roster and protected list, we can find our number 1 overall pick from this past year is Joe Vlano. In 22 games, he had 51 points for the St. John Sea Dogs. Unfortunately, he has a major injury right now, an irregular heartbeat. Ooh, he's out 2 to 3 months.
Yeah,
not very good.
That's a little scary, yeah.
But hopefully he'll come back okay.
Yeah, looks like he might get back in time for the Q's playoffs. Well, 2 to 3. It's going to be close. Yeah, if it does well without him.
Let's see. Who else do we have here that's... you know what? Let's sort this by... We have... okay, here we go. Tristan Nielsen has 67 points in the 52 games for Calgary in the WHL. That looks good. Marc-Olivier Allen. Yep. 64 points in 49 games. Pretty good for a defenseman.
Yep.
And we got a bunch of guys from Detroit. And we can see Eric Guest for Kitchener. 44 points in 46 games. Not bad again for a guy who's currently half a star with a potential 3 stars. I'm okay with that.
I mean, the reason we always young high potential guys, we really loaded up on draft picks for a few years. So
yeah,
all of that is starting to pay off now.
Oh, here's the guy I was looking for. We have Nando Eggenberger playing for Halifax in the QMJHL. We picked him up in, just take a quick look, at pick 84, so our third round pick. He's a 1-star potential, or 1-star current ability, 3-star potential, and he is ripping up the QMJHL with, in 43 games, he has 86 points for Halifax, which I have to say is pretty darn good, don't you think so?
Yep, so we got him, and we got Hischier. We just need to find a Swiss right winger, and we can have the all-Swiss first line.
I think we might haven't. We got a Swiss defenseman.
Yeah, he's a defenseman. He's a defenseman we got in the later rounds last year.
Yes.
He's in Grand Rapids right now.
And he's very unhappy. All right, Matthias Ekholm, I'm just going to take him off the trade block for a minute. I'm going to put him on the trade block at the start of the next month. See if that maybe generates a few more offers for us. You never know. Eggenberger was actually one of the guys who we weren't really sure because we didn't have enough scouting on. Enough guys scouting, so.
Yeah, that turned out pretty well for us.
Yes, he seems to be scoring at a pretty good rate. All right, got a game versus Boston here. We will sim it, and we win 3-1 over Boston. They get the first goal, but then we score 3 straight. Kuznetsov gets his 8th power play goal of the year, assisted by Mozikin and Tarasenko. Tarasenko buries his 14th power play goal, and Kuznetsov scores another one. Perfect. Is he okay? Yep. We outshot them 27-24. Again, 2 penalty minutes. So our team is playing fairly disciplined, I would say.
Yeah, and we're now just over a month from the trading deadline, so we should probably start thinking about what, if anything, we want to add.
Well, we got some young prospects we haven't are probably going to let go because, again, we're kind of in a salary cap crunch here. So maybe we try and use them as...
One interesting thing I see, although this is he's on a long-term contract, so this might not be a great plan, but in my game, I'd know if it's the same in yours. Pittsburgh is trying to move Chris Letang.
He's pretty old by this point, isn't
he? He's only 31. Still productive, but the Penguins are doing terribly this year, so it looks like they're trying to rebuild.
All right, take a look here. We have nobody going down in our development report. Oh, that's always nice to see. Just taking a quick look to see if anybody has jumped up. Doesn't really look like it. Justin Schultz might be a guy we might have to move to. Because Schultz is on a 4.77.
4.7, yeah.
We're going to put...
but for now, we should be hanging on to those guys, and if we have to move them at the off-season, fine, but probably want to keep them around for the playoff run.
Oh, yeah, I got Phil Kessel on the trade block here.
Wow. He must be, 32, 33 by this point?
31, turning 32 at some point, I would imagine. 33 points in 48 games. Rick Nash is on the trade block.
But on a 4-year contract, yeah, everybody that...
Montreal's Marian Hossa is on the trade block. Nobody really of note who I see who...
Down to 2.5 stars. He didn't get that allergy in this game, so he's still playing.
On Montreal. Montreal and Chicago got kind of crazy with all their swaps. Amono83 in the chat says Ekholm has very solid defensive attributes. He does, but he's not going to... I'm not putting him in for somebody else on our team right now.
Yeah.
And if we get a prospect...
He just doesn't have $2 million worth of them.
Yeah. If we get a nice prospect for him or something, that would be good. All right, board confidence update. Mike Mercer thinks that the season has proceeded very promisingly so far. The team plays much better than expected. Last few weeks, the team plays very well and would be great to maintain this excellent performance. The record is 7-3-1. And overall, he's very happy.
And if you...
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, and if you check the job security in the manager
owner confidence
or in the owner confidence screen, it should be right near the top.
Yeah, it's right at the top, which is perfect. Because
safe for a good long while.
Yep. Now we play Toronto here, and a win we would actually tie them in points, so that would be kind of cool. So let's sim through this.
Yeah, you got to start making up those games we had in hand and close that point gap.
Of course, it's a 3-point game.
And the other thing we got to be aware of. Ouch. We've also got Toronto or Tampa and Ottawa right behind us too. They're having pretty good years, and Montreal is even not that far off. The Atlantic Division looks super competitive this year.
We outshot them 40-27, but just lost it in overtime. So, you know what? Not a bad game. Can't be too mad about that.
And it's a point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they only get 1 point up on us. I notice you're not commenting much about what's happening in the Pacific.
Is something good happening in the Pacific? You need to tell me here, Jeff.
Now, if you're a Canucks fan, there is.
I'll take a look here. And in the Pacific Conference, Vancouver is in first place with 31 wins and 19 losses. So apparently Vancouver has broken something somehow. If you look at their teams...
Yeah, hey, I'll be pretty happy if we're in first place 2 years from now.
There's nothing really...
in real life. It's
really standing out about this team. They just seem to be playing well.
Gudu asking if Tarasenko's been injured. He only has 15 goals. Nope. Just the scoring has been distributed really evenly on our team this year. I think you cranked the first line ice time down a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. He's only played in 49 games, so he has missed a few. I believe, because we're at...
No, I don't think so. We've only played 49.
Okay, take it back.
Yep. No, he's been healthy. He's not even getting 20 minutes a night, though, so we're spreading things out, keeping everybody rested, and not getting anybody hurt before the playoffs, hopefully.
Well, that's kind of... Okay, the Canucks have put... the guy doesn't really look worth it. David Savard is traded for Carl Hagelin. All right, Patrick Laine sticks with Winnipeg. Signs for just shy of 11.5 over 3 years. Not bad. Game versus Montreal, who's kind of been a thorn in our side. I'm going to let Stolarz take this game so Murray doesn't take any drops. We have no... Yeah, we're 1-2-0 versus Montreal, so... And we lose again 4-3. Montreal just has our number.
At least we kept it close.
Yep.
How are we doing on cap space for this season? Can we add salary?
Not. I think we're like $500,000 or $1 million under.
That close. So.
Okay.
Maybe we won't be able to do anything at the deadline then.
No, sorry. We have $3 million in space, roughly.
Okay, so we get a little bit of room to move it.
Yeah. We have wiggle room if we want it.
So if we can find a guy, maybe 1 year left on his deal, like 3.5 stars, and under that $3 million, that would kind of be the ideal guy to pick up for the playoffs. I'm just looking through the league, trying to find somebody like that now.
All right, and I'll keep simming as we get closer to that trade deadline. Phil Housley actually takes over Nashville, which seems appropriate, as Peter Laviolette is fired, and we play Nashville right away. So continue, and we sim the game, and we win 6-3, scoring 4 goals in the third period to crush Nashville. Excellent. See, Tarasenko's got 21 assists now to his. I guess he didn't get a goal, so to 15 goals. Not bad. But again, really even scoring, which is not a bad thing, because it's giving all of our lines some threat.
Although some people, Lucic isn't too happy about the amount of ice time he's getting right now.
Well, that's too bad. He's getting traded at the end of the season if he's going to whine.
Okay. I see 2 possibilities around, really only one, because one guy's probably too expensive. I was going to say Blake Wheeler, but he's got a $5.6 million contract in Winnipeg, and he's only got a year to go. He's 3.5 stars. But the other one is Wayne Simmons, $3.975 million on his contract, 1 year left in Philadelphia.
Okay, well, take a look as we get closer there.
I think Philadelphia is 3rd or 4th in the Metropolitan right now, so they're iffy as to whether they're going to want to make a playoff run.
Game versus Winnipeg, and we lose 2-1 to Winnipeg. Blake Wheeler scores a game-tying goal because you had to bring up...
Escarton plays in the chat saying he's going to be definitely picking up HM4. Yeah, we appreciate it. I'm hoping it's coming along really nicely, and I think we've added more features in 4 than we've added in either 2 or 3, so it should be a big year for new stuff.
Yes.
The interface is probably going to be pretty much the same. It's going to be, I think we'll probably be taking a longer look at changing that around next year. But for now, there's a whole bunch of new content coming.
All right. Ishire's still hurt. We're playing versus Pittsburgh, so let's put Stolars in again. And we lose.
Keep throwing that guy to the wolves.
And we lose 3-1. Ugh.
No, actually, Pittsburgh's not having a very good year this year. I forgot about that.
No, but we're still sitting in 6th place, but we're tied for 5th and 8th. So we'll see how
it's close.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yep. Can't talk about the new FHM4 features yet. Just had a question in the chat. But we will be talking about them very, very soon. Although I'm occasionally dropping hints here and there in the.
I was going to say that you might want to listen to last week's. There might have been some mention of some things that may interest some people.
Yeah. I just don't want to get myself in trouble by saying too much here. And there's still a couple of cool things that we're just getting added right now, and hoping those all work out well, and I can talk about those in another week or so.
Yeah. All right, so we're halfway through February. Got another game versus Montreal, which means things probably aren't going to go great for us. Heshire seems to be taking a sweet time from his injury. Oh, I guess he's got migraines. Okay.
Oh, that's not good, but...
And we squeaked out a 5-4 win versus Montreal in overtime.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's good because they were starting to run up on us in the division too. So.
Yeah, Larkin gets a couple goals. Tarasenko pots one. Kuznetsov scores in overtime. Oh no, sorry, I'm absolutely wrong. Tarasenko scores the shootout winner. Kuznetsov took a penalty in overtime to try and make us lose the game.
Oops.
As Carton plays, we are currently working on a football game.
Yep, I mean, we obviously had the whole situation, sad situation with Francis not being able to continue with BTS, but yeah, we're still trying to work something out.
And, okay, Heshire's still out. Alright, well. Richie's got 4 points in. Not getting a lot, but I don't feel like I should put Lowry in yet. Keep the team that won the game, right?
Yep.
Carolina, sim through this game as well, and we win 6-0 over Carolina. Boot stomping.
Okay.
4 goals.
There we go. Now we're back on track.
Mozikin, Larkin, Mata, Tatar, Burns, and Tatar score in the second period to make it 6-0. All right. That's how you win a game.
Yeah, good to see Tatar get a few points. He's been way off scoring-wise this year.
He's also had some rough minutes. Heshire's ready for full contact. All right. That's good to know. Probably leave him out too if he's dealing with migraines till he's ready to go.
Yep.
A couple more guys on waivers. Nobody really that interesting. Heshire back soon. All right, we got back-to-back games versus Tampa Bay and Dallas. Tampa Bay is ahead of us, so let's put Stolarz in for that game. Sorry, Stolarz. It's not like he's playing that bad either. I mean, he's 11 games. In 11 games played, he's 5-2 for a .913 save percentage. That's pretty.
Yeah,
solid.
you just kind of want to keep. As we're getting close to the playoffs, it's good to throw him into the games like that, just to maybe keep Murray relatively hot so he doesn't get blown out and he's good going into the playoffs.
All right, and he comes through for us, only allowing 1 goal, and we win 3-1. Excellent.
Yeah, so it's 3 in a row now.
Now we got a game versus Dallas here.
Who's actually having? I think they're leading the league right now. We're close to it.
Ooh, we got a trade proposal. Let's take a look quickly at the standings here just to see where Dallas is. And Dallas is second in the Central with 76 points. So only 1 point behind Minnesota. And they are the tied for third best in the league. So they are a pretty good team.
Yeah, and look who's in goal, Jimmy Howard.
Of course. Washington is trying to lowball us with Daniel Czar for Nick Patan. An older right winger with 1.5 potential for Nick Patan. Reject that trade. And we will send this game versus Dallas as well, just because. And we destroy Dallas. 7-0.
Wow.
So our team is clicking and clicking hard. Mozikin scores. Larkin scores. Larkin scores for Mozikin scores. Then Athanasiou, Hamilton, Mata. We are firing on all cylinders, quite literally.
Yeah, see, now I'm wondering if we shouldn't maybe just leave the roster alone going to the trading deadline if they're playing that well.
Well, again, if we can unload Ekholm for somebody, he's a depth defenseman.
Yep.
And we're going to have to unload him anyways because we're going to need that cap room.
Yep. I just worry, though, if we get an injury right, shortly after the trading deadline or before the playoffs or even in the playoffs, are we going to have the depth to cover? What have we got? We do have Liljegren in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, I think is there not another Russian defenseman down there, I think, as well?
Oh, Vasilevsky, yeah, he's 2 stars. He's not going to get any better. And I think we got another. Ryan Sproul's down there too, 2 stars. Yeah. Although he's more of an offensive guy, he doesn't really cover for Ekholm.
No, but we do have some options, is all I meant.
Yeah.
Larkin, we're going to move Tatar back up to the third line, play with Zetterberg and Hisha. Oh, Hornquist, what are you doing down there? Okay, our captain is going to play 4th line minutes. After we move him around a bit. Got some guys signing extensions. Playing versus Carolina again. Alright. Same game, and we lose 4-2, unfortunately. We're up 2-1 after the first, but then blew the game. That happens. Can't complain too much. The fact that we're most of the way through February and we still don't have 20 losses is pretty good. 20 regulation losses, sorry. Let me be clear on that.
Yep. Yeah, the overtime losses don't get that worrying until we get into the playoffs.
No. Malcolm Subban is traded to Ottawa for a 6th-round pick.
Yeah, never really worked out in Boston.
Surprised it was a 6th-round pick. We see some more guys.
No, I think he's down to about 2.5 stars at this point.
That's right. We also have another defenseman coming back, Brady Skeggy, who hasn't played a game for us. Is that how you say his name? I'm not even sure. Skeggy?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. Hang on, I got an NHL guide beside me. Let me check the pronunciation thing.
We picked him up on waivers at the start of the year because he's 3 overall, but he's been dealing with an injury, torn elbow ligament, that's kept him out all season.
Oh, apparently you say it's Shea. It's pronounced Shea.
Brady Shea? Okay.
Yep.
I've been saying that wrong for... My apologies to Brady Shea. But that gives us our extra depth defenseman we were talking about.
Yep.
Okay, we have a trade proposal from Tampa Bay here. This should be interesting. Trade deadline is March 1st, so just a few days away. Tampa Bay is offering Slater Kodakuk?
Kakuk, I think it is.
Yeah, for Nick Patan. Again, I'm not really seeing an upside for that. So we'll
Other than getting Patan and his attitude off of Grand Rapids.
Yeah, but we don't need another 2-star defenseman.
Yeah.
So we'll reject that for now. Play this game versus New Jersey. Sim it out as well, and we lose 4-0 to New Jersey. What happened? Outshot. Outhit.
Yeah, we were due for a bad game.
Oof. That is a bad game. Defensive game rating 55 Datsuk, 43 Heeshire. Ouch. Hornquist 52, Kuznetsov 48, Lucic 49.
Yeah.
That is a bad.
Just sort of an all-around mediocre game.
Yes. Guru Creative says PK Subban holds a franchise record for shutouts with 93 in my game.
No, Malcolm, I assume.
No,
Unless PK changed his.
He doesn't say it, so I'm just assuming it's PK until he corrects me.
Yeah, it's PK decided to play goal, eh?
Yep.
Maybe it's Jordan.
Probably not. No. I'm pretty sure it's PK. All right, February 25th, 26th. Wild and Jets make a deal. Interesting. And we see Ben Sherratt goes to Minnesota for Robert Burkitz. That's kind of a wash, minor league deal. So, all right. We play Boston and Toronto here. Boston is currently ahead of us, as is Toronto, just ahead of us. So...
Yeah, well, you got this tough road trip here, Boston, Toronto, and then Montreal, so that's going to have a big effect on the standings if we can
We're going to put
pull something off here and maybe steal some wins.
Stolart steals us a win, 5-1 win.
Wow, over Boston.
Over Boston. Which also bodes well for us in the playoffs if we can continue to throw down like this.
By the way, Stolarz has only got a year left in his contract. Maybe we should think about renewing him.
I think we looked at him before, and he wants big money for a backup.
I'm just trying to mind. It says he wants just over 1 for 2 years.
Okay, I'll take.
It's only about a 800,000 or 80,000 raise.
Nashville wants Nick Patan for Austin Watson, which again we're gonna reject because that's not much. Let's just take a look. Possible free agent Stolarz. Yeah. Okay, he wants.
Watson's playing NHL, but he's only 1.5 stars. So.
Okay, he only wants 985. So yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I don't think either of the guys we've got in Grand Rapids are going to be ready next season. I mean, Comrie's still only 1.5 stars.
We could also.
And the Russian Samoylov is only 0.5 star.
No, a guy like Patrick Hornquist is good for our depth, and he's on a 1-year contract. So, an injured player's draft. Oh, is that Datsuk got hurt again? I missed that. Oh no, he's gone for 2 months.
Ouch. Well, looks like Laurie gets some playing time now, or Richie.
How did he get hurt? All right, 6 weeks. Ooh. All right, to the injured list. Well, do we want Lowry or Richie coming in?
Has Lowry played much at all
No.
first? I don't think we got him on waivers and he's barely played. Maybe give him a chance.
You know what? He's put up almost the same amount of points in less games, so we might as well. That's going to cause us to juggle our lines here a bit.
Just counting the weeks here. 2 weeks left in February, and then he'll probably be out all of March. I think we'll get Datsuk back just near the end of the regular season.
We're at the end of February now.
I was looking at the wrong part of the schedule. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be tight for getting Datsuk back for the playoffs.
All right, Let's give this a shot versus Toronto. And we lose 4-3 versus Toronto. And
Overtime at least?
And Mozikin, no. And Mozikin just got hurt for 5 days.
Okay. Well.
Goody Creative in the chat tells us that it was in fact Malcolm Subban who had the 93 saves.
Which makes a little more sense, yeah. I think he used to he had really high potential, and then we raided him down the last little while because he hasn't really come along as well as everybody's expected him to in real life.
All right, it is February 28th, which means I'm just looking to see if there's anyone of interest who could who's jumping out who might be able to help us, but I'm not really seeing. All right, let's advance to March 1st, so we're at the trade deadline, and we'll try and make a move here to pick somebody up, as it's kind of needed now. We can also see the development report of our players.
Anything concerning, or are we?
I'm still.
We're starting to get a few older guys now. Oh, okay.
So, I'll let you know. It's taking. All right, trade deadline. Officially scheduled. Sorry. How do you say his name?
Shea.
Shea. Brady Shea is now back on our active roster, so it is time to move.
Ekholm.
Burns went down, Datsuk went down, Zetterberg went down. Not thin bad, though.
Yeah, well, Burns is only 33 miles. Yeah, I guess that's more or less as expected.
Again, quick look, don't really see anyone. Alright, so let's look at trade offers.
And Gouda wants us to try for Kyle Connor again, who's actually having a really bad year in Winnipeg. He might be available, and he's cheap.
Colorado's looking for a left defenseman. All right.
Yeah, if we could move more salary, it's actually Matt Duchesne's last year on his contract.
I'm gonna try something here that's crazy and probably won't work, but offer trade. I'm gonna try and grab Cody Glass from Tampa Bay. So let's throw in where's my angry Nick Patin? Offer trade. No, still want a little more. Alright, we got an extra few picks. What if we offer a 7th round pick? No, a 6th round pick. No, a 5th round pick.
No, I think his potential's so high that we're not going to get anything that cheaply for him. You're going to get him that cheaply.
Alright, what if we offer them... We offer them Eric Guess as well. Man, you guys are... That's harsh. Okay, if I offer them Cody Glass, who's currently hurt. If I offer them Ekholm, Patan, the rights to Eric Guest, and a 6th round pick, we can get Cody Glass. Thoughts?
Yeah, I can try it. I mean, it's not going to help us right now, but down the road it will.
Oh, no, it's done. If I hit finalize trade.
Yeah, go for it. We'll probably never see the results within this game, but...
Oh, you never know. So we got Cody Glass, who is currently in with Portland. He got sent down.
Yep.
Not very long ago, though. November 3rd. Okay. But we picked up his rights, so that's okay. We also want to try and get rid of JT Comper. So let's find somebody who needs a left wing. Maybe we'll get our 6th round pick back. Chicago Blackhawks need a left wing. And how the heck did I miss him? Oh, there he is.
Chat station saying we should go for Tanner Glass instead. Unfortunately, he's retired in this game. And even if he was playing, Alain Vigneault wouldn't never let go of him.
We can get our third. We can get a 3rd round pick out of Chicago for JT Comfer, who we're planning on letting go anyways. So that sounds like a good deal to me.
Okay. Good enough. Yep.
And all right, which we might still move to try and grab somebody else. Who is the other one? Quentin Howden. He's not really helping our AHL team at all. So let's see if we can get rid of one more left winger.
Yeah. And Grand Rapids probably isn't going to be too thrilled that we're dumping all of their forwards for draft picks, but that's why you're a farm team.
Exactly. Okay, LA Kings are looking for a left winger. You know what? He only got 17 points in 34 games. It's not like he's putting up a ton. Do the Kings have anybody of interest for us anyways, as I just quickly look here?
Let me take a look.
Oh boy, they got a lot of injuries.
Dowdy's on the last year of his contract, but he's $7 million, so that's not going to fit.
He just actually re-upped in this game.
Okay. Tanner Pearson's got a year left at 2.6. So he might just be able to squeeze that in, although I don't want these only 2.5 stars. I'm not sure.
Tyler Toffoli.
Have we got the cap room for him, though? 4.9 million?
I think we can make it work. Okay, we picked up that 3rd round pick from Buffalo. Interesting offer, but you need to increase it a little. Offer a 7th round pick. Not enough. Offer the 5th round pick with it. Okay, they will do Quentin Howden, a 3rd and a 5th for Tyler Toffoli. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's. We're going to lose. It's just a rental. We're going to lose Toffoli at the end of the year, but
well, maybe not.
What?
Maybe not. Finalized trade.
I mean, even if we try to sign him in June, it's going to put us in cap trouble.
Oh yeah, we still have $3 million in cap space here, so we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, maybe with this now we got Toffoli, maybe we try and move Brett Ritchie because he's sad and he's dragging me down. So let's try and get rid of one more.
P-Wog asking in chat any updates for the next version. Yeah, we were just talking about that a little while ago. I'm hoping sometime in the next week or two where we're very close to being able to talk about it. There's just a couple of things we want to make sure are working properly before we announce them.
All right, center.
One of which Adam worked on.
Which is my personal favorite. For obvious reasons. Okay, so we don't have a 5th or a 6th round pick. I wonder if we can get that out of them at least. Say yes to a 5th and a... Okay, I'm sure they'll accept that offer. It's very likely they'll accept that offer. Will they add a 4th? Okay, so we can trade Brent Ritchie and get a fourth, fifth, and sixth from San Jose.
Do we want to give up that depth? I don't know. We got the Russian Svechnikov on
Well,
wing
again,
in Grand Rapids, so we can bring him up if we have to, if somebody gets hurt.
we still have Adam Lowry too.
Yeah.
So we'll finalize that trade.
Yeah.
And that also just creates a little more cap space for us. And I like that. Okay. So I picked up Tyler Toffoli. Which means Adam Lowry's coming back out of the lineup. So, alright, Adam Lowry. We got a new defenseman as he came off the injured list. So we got one extra space if we need it. I'm kind of liking this. How you feeling, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so. Gudo saying in the chat, you probably snuck in some code that makes the Jets win the cup. Actually, the funny thing is, in test games, I've seen the Jets make the finals, I think, 4 times now, and you've lost every time.
Listen, they have a good team. They are not that far off.
They do. But no, they're going to be better than the Canucks for the next few years for sure, but just can't seem to win the big one.
Okay, how does this sound for lines now? We have Mozikin, Kuznetsov, Tarasenko as our Russian connection. And then we have Larkin, Mantha, Toffoli, Tatar, Hischer, Zetterberg, Lucic, Athanasiu, Hornquist.
Lucic isn't going to like that being on the 4th one, but yeah, it seems good.
You know what? That's where he needs to be. I like that. I like that Toffoli pickup. That's good. I like that. Oh, and we'll try and get through a few more games before we call it a night here.
Yep.
See how Toffoli. You know what? Just before we go here, I'm just going to see what Toffoli wants.
You all asking if he wins the Powerball, how does he invest that in the football game? Just send me a check and I'll take care of it.
Yeah, you know, we can. We'll talk about that. If you win, just send us a message. Okay, we actually have a couple more defensemen on waivers if we want to pick somebody up. A couple of
Anybody useful?
A couple of 3-star potentials. Villa Sarjevi. Playing with Pittsburgh now. He had 22 points in 46 games. And Cody Donahay, who has less points. I'm inclined
That's
to
weird. Wouldn't be waiver eligible. Something looks like a bug. Okay, don't cheat there and take advantage of it.
They're 21 and 22.
Yeah, he's Cigarvi is they're
But if I don't
definitely
claim him,
not waiver
somebody
eligible
else
for
might.
Yeah.
I'm going to claim him. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm going to claim
Well,
him.
take one. Don't be greedy.
I'm just trying to claim the Finnish guy. All right, board confidence update. Mike Mercer is still very happy with us, despite the fact we almost slipped to 500 that past month. Some more trades. James Reimer goes to Columbus. Oh, sorry, to Dallas. Brandon Tanev gets traded for Nathan Bellew. I cannot speak right now. Bellew. Let's see. Former Red Wing defenseman Xavier Ouellette moves to Dallas. Andy Green moves to Round. Jonathan Huberdeau goes to Arizona with a 7th round pick for Brock Nelson and a 5th. That's an interesting trade.
Yeah, for some reason he always seems to get moved in the games I watch. Don't know why.
Oh, here's a big one. Ooh, Brad Marchand is traded to Arizona with a 6th round pick for TJ Oshie and Alex Edler.
Wow. See, even Boston's sick of him.
The guy who we're trying to claim thinks Pittsburgh is making a mistake putting him on waivers. Well, let's hope that mistake lands in our lap. Nothing else major for trades. Well, what's... Okay. Here we go. Dallas flicks Victor Rask to Boston for Dennis Malgin, who then flips him to Florida for Dmitry Samarkov.
Wow, Boston's making a lot of moves. I mean, they're right near the top of the division, too.
We probably scared them with our big defeat of them. All right. 7 this game versus Colorado, and we win 2-1. Heeshire scores the first goal all by himself, and Tyler Toffoli picks up an assist in the second period on Maxim Chudinov's goal, giving him his first point as a Detroit Red Wing. Gotta like that. Guy comes in and immediately contributes. I forgot to look to see what he wants.
All right, yeah.
And we did get... Columbus got that other defenseman, and we got the guy we claimed. All right, sweet. Can't be mad about that. Possible free agents. Tyler Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli wants $5.32 million for 3 years. That's not terrible. I'm gonna give him that. He doesn't want to. Didn't say he wants a trade clause or anything. If he'll sign for that, then if nothing else, we can probably move him at a later time. And we're gonna have to move some of these other guys.
Yep. Oh, didn't realize how late it was. Probably going to have to wind it up soon, and
Oh, we will.
you got to think maybe sim ahead there, play this ahead through the playoffs. Because we're going to be. This is probably going to be one of the last. I don't know if we've got more than a couple more shows of this game in us.
And we lost 4-2 versus Washington because you said we should leave. So we're going to have to go ahead till we find a win here.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yes.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Completely influence a game that's going on thousands of miles away from me.
Yes.
Or hundreds of miles at least.
Exactly. I'm glad you're willing to admit it. And some more moves. Oh, Justin Schultz got hurt. Athanasu got hurt. Tyler Toffoli got hurt. Oh, no. Tyler Toffoli's out 2 months. All right, we're ending it here because I'm going to have to do a lot of moves.
Okay. Here. That is, yeah, wow. Okay, that is not my fault.
2 months?
But
2 to 3 months. Oh, man.
The one thing is at least we've got Leipzig down in Grand Rapids, so still got somebody who can come and score.
All right. All right. Breathe, Adam, breathe. All right. Well, this is where we're going to end it on this sad note. I'm going to leave this image up of how bad things can go, just suddenly turn here on an instant. So,
Pick him up and he gets injured. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager 3 stream. We stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. Our streams are all archived on our YouTube channel, which if you're watching this, you're probably watching it on there now. And that's youtube.com/OOTP Developments. If you want to talk to us about Franchise Hockey Manager, you can find us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. Or you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com, where you can talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, MLB Manager, or whatever else you want to talk about. Just click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, and it'll take you to our official forums. Jeff, thank you very much for coming out, and we'll be back next week with the 74-75 LA Kings. Is that correct?
Yep, 74 playoffs didn't go too well for us, but we've got a team that looks like it can contend for a few years, so hopefully 75. We still haven't had an expansion team win the Stanley Cup yet, so we've got a shot at being the first one to do that.
Yes. And if you're wanting to hear about FHM4 when it does get released, make sure you're paying attention to our YouTube page, Facebook, Twitter. Come to our official website, sign up for the newsletter. And it's never a bad thing to watch this Twitch page, so make sure you are subscribed as well. All right, well, thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for coming out, everybody, and we will see you guys in a week.